Transport Canada has been ordered to give a Victoria man a top-secret job he was denied 12 years ago, and compensation for lost wages as well as for pain and suffering. The Canadian Human Rights Tribunal found Chris Hughes was discriminated against because, during a job interview, he admitted he suffered from depression. Hughes says he was then blacklisted and made unemployable. Eric Rankin has this CBC News exclusive.
This is where Chris Hughes should have started working 12 years ago, Esquimalt Naval Base near Victoria. In 2006, he was the top contender for a top-secret civilian job based here for Transport Canada, poised to become a marine intelligence analyst, a position created after 9/11 to identify and track potential threats to the West Coast from cargo or crew aboard incoming foreign vessels. Now, Hughes can barely make ends meet, living out of a suitcase, couch surfing, homeless, deep in debt, unemployed for most of the past decade because during the job interview, Hughes admitted to suffering from depression. His positive, very good reviews by his Transport Canada interviewers were suddenly erased. He was denied the job and many others that followed.
Yes, definitely a cover-up. Unless you've walked in these shoes, yeah, it's hard to appreciate 12 years of being blacklisted in litigation and discrimination.
In 2008, Hughes filed a human rights complaint against Transport Canada. Now, after a decade of legal wrangling, the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal has finally weighed in, ruling Hughes was discriminated against based on disability, his depression, and ordering Transport Canada to give Hughes the Marine Intelligence Analyst job on the first reasonable occasion and without competition, plus compensation for lost wages and for pain and suffering resulting from Transport Canada's reckless engagement in the discriminatory practice. The financial award could total as much as $500,000. Details to be worked out in the next year.
It's a bittersweet victory because it cost me so much.
But Hughes is caught in a catch-22. He can only get his long-denied job as a marine intelligence analyst when he gets his top-secret security clearance. And he can't get that clearance while he's deep in debt because it makes him supposedly susceptible to blackmail and bribery. He says he needs at least some of his compensation paid to him now.
Right now I'm close to defaulting on all my credit cards, so if the government doesn't pay me and I default, that could cost me my job.
Transport Canada will only say it's reviewing the Human Rights Tribunal decision. Hughes says he just wants the job that's owed to him.
Go back to work, have a 9-to-5 job like everyone else, most people, and start to build up my life again.